I'm going to do you a little video on putting binding on, especially doing the corners. So I've got myself some 2.5 inch binding, 2 lots, and I'm going to join them together first of all by taking them to the machine. This is where my needle will sit, and putting them together like this, and I will sew from here to here. Now I have these two pieces sewn together across here, and I'm going to cut away my 1/4 inch. Now you can do 1/2 inch or whatever. I just do a 1/4 inch, and I use my 1/4 inch ruler to do so. So just setting that line on against that and cutting. And I'm going now to take it to the iron, and I'm going to fold this across here, all the way across with my iron. So I now have my binding. I've come across to my machine, and I'm going to start on this longer edge here. I'm in here and I've got my 1/4 inch foot. So I'm going to come all the way down this side till we get to the corner. And on the corner here, I'm going to stop about 1/4 inch away from the end. I'm just putting a pin in there so I know roughly where I'm going to finish. So bring it all the way down till you get a corner. Then I'm going to lift my foot and turn it towards that point of the corner. Take it off the end and cut it. Hopefully you can see when I take this back on itself, I get a diagonal corner. So you have to make sure this line is straight. Bring it down, fold it back again. So these two are straight. Put it back onto your foot. And bring it down this edge. Hopefully see this join. So remember your 1/4 inch. Lift your foot and run it off the end. Lift it back over diagonally so you've got a nice straight line, and come back down again this side. Turn it round and run it down. I'm going to stop here because I want to be able to show you how to join these two pieces together. Okay. So we could bring this down, and I'm going to join it somewhere here, and I see I have a join here. Well, I don't want to join there, so I'm going to take that and snip that off. That'll be my length. I then take this piece of fabric that I've already cut off. If you can see, that is the width that I need to join this one and this one together. So put it on, bring it over to match that, and cut it. So we now have the correct width. I've come out here. You take the right hand one and you bring it and you put it down. You now take the left hand one and lift it up so that the crease is on the bottom. Take it over to this one and match up the end, and you're going to sew diagonally from the top right hand corner down to the bottom left hand corner, from there to there. And to make sure that you know that you've done it right, take it in your hand and pull it, and if it comes like that, flat, you know you've done it right. So you now just need to go and take away your 1/4 inch there. And you'll see that that is exactly the right length. Put your foot back under. Take it over to the iron and iron that flat. So we now got this turned over, and we're going to take this bottom one and turn it over like that, and then back on itself there. So you've got a nice edge. I use these little clips to do this, but you can use pins if you like pins better. And then we come right down this other edge. We've now got all this all clipped into place, and we need to come down. Now, if this is the back of your quilt, you would just go ahead and hand sew it. You can do a little zigzag stitch here. You can do a fancy edge stitch. I normally use one of the quilting ones, which is a zigzag, and I put the edge of my foot on the edge of the quilt. And I say I've done mine in a colour so that you can actually see how it's coming out. This is suitable for quilts that are going to get a lot of use and you're not bothered that it's hand stitched. It comes out quite flat. You can do a zigzag, you can do a plain stitch, you can do a hand stitch. That choice is yours. You now have a nice corner on either side, and I hope that helps you putting your binding on.